Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are doing well. So today, I welcome you back to your EVS class. Today, we are going to start a new chapter. Chapter number 24 Web of Life. So let's first know what we are going to read in this chapter. In this chapter, Web of Life, at first, we will learn about how everything and everyone is connected to each other. Yes, we are all connected. So in this chapter, we will find out how everything is connected to each other. As it is the last chapter of your textbook, Looking Around. So, why not start it from the beginning? Let's recall what we have read throughout the year from the beginning. So, let's start. So, in the first chapter, Poonam's Day Out, we have read about different types of animals, their habitats, etc. In the second chapter, Plant Fairy, we have read about the classification of plants and examples also, and how the plants survive and where they grow. About their habitats also we have read in this chapter. In the third chapter, Water or Water, we have read about the importance of water, not only in our life but for everyone on this planet. In chapter number 5, Chotu's House, we have read that how house is important in our life, how to build house, why we need house, that we have read in this chapter. In chapter number 6, Food We Eat, and chapter number 10, What is Cooking, we have understood that why food is very important for us. Why do we need food? And what are the nutritions that we get from the food? So food is very important that we have studied in these two chapters. Then comes chapter number 7, that is Saying Without Speaking. In this chapter, we have read about the different sense organs that we have and how they play important role in our day-to-day life. Then in Flying High chapter, we have read about birds, how they make nest, their home, how they eat food, what they eat. So different types of things we have come to know about birds in this chapter. Then in chapter number 11, From Here to There, we have read about different modes of transportation. In chapter number 12, we have read about different types of work we do for earning money. And in number 17 chapter, we have read about how we communicate with each other, mode of communication. In chapter number 16, Games We Play, we have read about various types of games. And we also came to know that by playing different types of games, we can keep ourselves healthy and fit. Then in Making Pots chapter, we have read about the importance of soil, how we use soil or clay for making utensils. Then in Families Can Be Different chapter, we have read that we cannot stay alone. We want to live in groups, means in families. So how are families important in our life, that we have studied. In chapter number 22, Left, Right, we have read about different sides. Along with that, how directions are helpful in our life. So we have read about directions in this chapter. In chapter number 23, A Beautiful Cloth, in this chapter, we have read about clothes. Why clothes are important part of our life. From where we are getting the materials, which are useful and helpful in making a cloth that we have read. And now, in the last chapter, that is chapter number 24, we are going to read about Web of Life, where we will read that all these chapters that we have read are actually interrelated to each other. How? Let's know about it. So here in the textbook you can see that it is written, by now you must have read almost the complete book. Yes, we have read the complete book. You have read about trees, water, houses, animals, vehicles, and many other things. Yes, just now we have seen that yes, we have read about all these things in our previous chapters. You must have thought about them as well. Yes, we have also thought that why we have read all those things. How are they important in our life? Right? Isn't it? Can you tell why did you try to know and think about all these things? Can anyone tell me why have we read all these things? Because all these things are very important part of our life. Without these things, we will not be able to survive properly. Like without trees and plants, we will not get oxygen. If we will not get water, we will not survive. If we will not have house, we will not be able to live. Animals are also very important. We get food and many other things from animals. Vehicles are very important as we go from one place to another. So in this way, all the things that we have read in the previous chapters play very important part in our life. Not only in our life, but also in all the living things' life. Because we living things and non-living things are interconnected with each other. We are dependent on each other, both living and non-living things too. So students, this was only the introduction of the chapter. We will be continuing with the chapter in the next part of our video. Till then, you all stay home, stay safe, and be healthy. I will be back soon. Till then, bye bye everyone.